Well, it wasn't the best night for the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Sacramento Kings. Tuned into both games, both the teams got smoked. The Kings, obviously being its first preseason game, um, lost. They were actually getting smoked by a lot. Um, Proud of the way the second and third stringers played towards the end of the game. Made a game out of it. They got the lead down to 8 or 7 points, but the Raptors hung on. And this is just a quick post game on just initial thoughts of the Kings. I'm not going to break down the stats of each individual player because I do that during the regular season. But tonight, since it's preseason, I just personally want to come out and talk about what stood out to me and what was the WTF moments. Um, I guess I'm more disappointed than all this talk about how the veterans and Sabonis, DeRozan, Levine, and Dennis Schroeder um, have all been rejuvenated and motivated, and that did not. And how training camp has been going really well. That didn't translate over tonight. And you guys might think I'm crazy because it's one preseason. I don't want to overreact after one preseason loss, but make no mistake about it. None of that translated over tonight. From the starters, Zach LaVine balled out. I mean, he did not play in the second half. And in case you guys were wondering why he didn't play in the second half, that was the initial plan, was to sit him out in the second half and not play him in the second half. So he balled out. I think he had 16 or 17 first half points. But everybody else in starting line did look rusty and shaky. Dennis Schroeder didn't get his first basket until the third quarter. DeRozan was hit and miss, and Keegan Murray's very aggressive, but did not shoot the ball particularly well. And I guess, if anything, I thought in terms of what the starters did tonight, it just wasn't good enough. I expected them to be better and fresh, but I guess that was too much to ask for. And that's fine. The starters are going to look dull because it's the first preseason game. Maybe the next game they'll look a lot better. But make no mistake about it, they did not play well at all tonight. Um, my WTF moment of the game: where was Maxine Renard all game? Why is Domantas Sabonis logging in heavy minutes in the second half? Domantas Sabonis should. I get that the plan was to sit Zach LaVine out for the second half. Why did DeRozan and Sabonis even play in the second half? They should have sat out as well. I'll throw in Keegan Murray in there as well. He should have never played in the second half either. Maxine Renard's got to play, man. I don't know what the plan was for him tonight. I'm glad he got minutes in the fourth quarter, and because of him being on the court, uh, the Kings had a big resurgence in that late in that fourth quarter. A big part of that was his presence on the court and Nick Clifford making plays. Nick Clifford stood out tonight, man. He had a very good showcasing, a very good all-around showcasing for Nick Clifford. Offensively, defensively, putting the ball, getting dimes. I think he had 7, 8 dimes tonight. He had 10 points as well. Um, Really great showing for Nick Clifford. I think the Kings got a really good, very good rookie, um, who is probably going to make. I expect him to get a lot of minutes in rotational minutes this season, and I think that he is going to be on the all rookie first team. That's how I think Nick Clifford. That's what I view Nick Clifford as, and that goes same for Max. I think Max can get a lot of minutes as well. Dylan Caldwell was really blown away with his energy, contagious, crazy energy. Defensively, he just has all the intangibles that reminds me of. Dare I say his name? Reminds me of Draymond Green, man. He's got the fire in him as well, and he had that big poster, that big monster dunk towards the end of the game. I forgot who he put on the poster from the Raptors, but boy, that was a bring down the house poster, man. That was a really, really cool moment towards the end of the game. And like I said, the Kings made a game out of it. Shout out to the third and fourth stringers. Shout out to the young rooks, man. They both balled out towards the end of the game. Dylan Caldwell got in there, made some things happen, had a good impact towards the end of the game, but it wasn't enough. The Kings fell tonight, and unfortunately, they lost tonight. So with that being said, just a quick overview, quick post-game thoughts and tads and bits of what I saw on the court tonight. Obviously, I'm not overreacting. Clearly, it's the first preseason game. The defense was terrible. Anytime you give up 19 or 23 pointers a game, in that case tonight, they gave up. That's how many threes they gave up tonight. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And I just want to see improvement and progress. And I'm not too worried about the wins and losses this preseason because it's only preseason. But show me progress. What are you going to do to be better the next game Friday night when you play in Portland against the Trailblazers? Will the defense be better? Will we defend the three-point line? Will Max get minutes in the first quarter? Because I think at this point, he should be a really good rotational backup big to Domantas Sabonis. Drew Eubanks came out and he played really good too. I loved his energy as well tonight. He's very deserving of minutes as well. But really crazy to see Max not play until the fourth quarter. I think there should be a plan in place for him to play more minutes than what he got tonight moving forward. And Nick Clifford should be getting all the heavy backup minutes to Zach LaVine because he's that damn good. He's a baller, man. And I think he's going to be really good for the Kings moving forward. So, with that being said, do I want to see the starters play in the second half of the rest of the preseason games? I don't want to. For me personally, I think that they should just, play for sure some sort of minutes in the preseason, but I wouldn't want to risk playing them in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. I mean, even if we win a preseason game, it doesn't count towards the regular season. And no offense, don't get me wrong, guys. I do want to win games. Even if it's preseason, I do want to win games. I do want to see the Kings win games. But reality is that it's not going to count towards anything. And I think that the Kings should be definitely banking on their youth when it comes to preseason and having the Devin Carters, having the, Cardwells, having the Neeks, having the Max Renard guys, having all those guys get minutes as much as they can because it can have them carry over and help them when the regular season starts for real in 2 weeks. So, with that being said, curious to hear what you guys got to say about tonight's loss. Kings got smoked for the most part of this game. Yeah, they made a little comeback towards the end of the game, but it wasn't enough. Classic fashion, typical Kings. But it's preseason. I'm not overreacting. I'm not tripping. I guess I'm just a little bit more disappointed than based on terms of what we've heard coming out from camp so far, as far as this being a great camp. And it just didn't translate. The great camp part did not translate over onto the court tonight. And that's why I'm kind of a little disappointed. So with that being said, greatly appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Thank you so much. Have yourself a great night. Take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.